Hey, we're back in Phantasia again. I mean, this is the second time where we had to start in Phantasia in, in this LP. So anyway, what's going on, everybody? This is Double RPG here, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Tales of Phantasia on the Super Famicom. In today's episode, we are finally going to go to the ancient city of Thor to try and activate the technology or whatever in order for us to go through, back into Klessenmint's present time. And then I think we will get into a boss fight with Douse at the end, and we shall close things off from here. But anyway, let's get on with this episode that's already in progress. And yes, I know I'm back at the trading company, but there's not going to be a whole lot to do, so we're just going to go ahead and head over to the dock right now. I mean, this is the last time we'll see Elwyn and Nancy here, so we will see what they look like in the future, since we are going to be going to the future, since, this game is taking place in both the past, the present, and future in the Xillia timeline. And we want to go to the one that takes us to both the North Island and the West Island, where Dimatel, resided. But we're going to be going to, the Abyss of Thor, which is about 100 kilometers northeast of Phantasia, which we're going to see right here. And we're directly above where Phantasia is, or the Abyss of Thor is. Yeah, and we'll die from here. And it was my pleasure serving you. I'll call in Genie here. Or I'll call in Undine now.
Undine.
It's Undine. Oh, jeez. Even the Japanese, the people in the Japanese version of the PS2, whoever voiced Clarth said Undine. Ah, jeez. It's like some people have a hard time saying that, name these days. Okay, now if we go in the protective air bubble, that will take us, that will protect us when we go inside the water, go inside the ocean, and then we will go and make our way down towards the Abyss of Thor. What a strange bunch of people. Alright, let's sail back to Phantasia. And as we're going down, there is the Abyss of Thor right there. There is a city underneath all that water. And it does look very advanced just from looking at it. And notice that inside the Abyss of Thor that there is air underneath here, since this city is protected from the water. And you can actually see the entire ocean above us. And we better not wander off, Archie. Somehow the city's been able to endure this kind of pressure. So, it's time to look around to see what all we can find out. Now, notice that we won't be able to fight any battles when we're here, in the town square area inside the Abyss of Thor. So, yeah, think of that as a breathing room area. So, this door will not open, so we need to find something that will open that door for us. And, looking at this place, it kind of actually does make sense. That Tales of Symphonia is the prequel to Tales of Phantasia, as it takes place 4,000 years before the beginning of, this game. And as the time went on after Symphonia, the civilization started to grow more advanced, and then a meteor hit the Abyss of Thor, while the Odin's Tower and the country of Odin and Fenrir were at each other's throats, and then the two countries necessarily just torn each other apart, and thus led the world of Xillia back in a medieval state. At least that's what I've been able to figure out anyway, so, yeah. Okay, we found that card key on that table there, and inside that building, and that should be able to open up that door that wouldn't allow us to go through. Try putting in that card in there. We put in the card. Processing, security ID confirmed, access granted. Very, very advanced. And, yeah, we should be able to, go inside that place, so let's go ahead and save here pretty quick. Okay. Now we should be able to head inside. But be warned, as while we're going inside this place, we are prone to fight enemies. But most of them are a cakewalk to get through, but some of them will leave some pretty good experience. So yeah, you can use this place as a grinding spot of sorts. So yeah. Yep, they give us 500 experience points, so it's not bad. And now this place can be a bit repetitive because you have to find this key in order to activate one of the doors here that will lead you to the place where we need to go. But before we do that, there's actually a book of spells here that we can get for Archie, and I'll show you where that is located. And then we will try to find the room where, where we need to go in order to get the time travel activated for us. But choose whatever door has it. It's just a luck of the draw on where you find it, because each door is going to be different, whether or not if it leads you back to the room where the Book of Spells is located, or if it leads you back to the town square of the city of Thor, or to the area to where the time travel is, or the machine or the device that we can use to time travel in. Yeah, so it's always different. So whatever you get, just don't feel that discouraged, because you're bound to, run into something either misleading or something that is leading. Okay, that doesn't work. If we open this door, that opens that. Open this treasure chest, and it's a book of spells. Archie learned God Breath, and it's an offensive weapon. A weapon that has good offense, so yeah, we should be able to use that. Now, let's see if we can try to figure out the other door. Okay, now if we go in this one. Alright, here's the central processing area. This is where the time travel is located. Okay, now if we, let's go ahead and make some preparations before we head out, because, when going through the time travel, we're going to be in for a really tough fight when we go back. So let's make sure that everybody is up to their max potential before they go into that boss fight, because I guarantee you our second boss fight against Dallas, it's not going to be pretty. It's one boss fight, you're prone to possibly die a lot. So going through that battle consists of really does consist of trial and error, but you will be able to defeat it regardless. I think we're okay as we are now. So actually, protect ring. I think that. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. What the hey? We're fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit out of that. But before we can make it up to the altar, we got robotic sentries we have to fight against. And these guys are going to be a bit of a pain in the butt because of the tech missiles that they shoot at us. So you want to take care of the ground droids first, which are called 2SH. But also make sure you do get the ones that are in the air, because especially with Archie's either her raise spell or her indignation spell, as she should be able to take out the ones that are in the air really quickly. And make sure that Ment can heal your party. Oh, Jesus, quit it! Oh, jeez, Kluss is dead. Gosh, those guys are just relentless with their freaking, with their tech missiles. But yeah, I'm gonna get you guys. I think this is a point for me where I need to start using, just basic attacks to, fight against it. Because I think we now know that it's not going to work, trying to defeat this boss properly, or these two bosses properly. And we have to use another life bottle for Archie here because she died. And what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say that the life bottles, they're really tedious because I wish they would revive our party members a lot faster, but evidently that doesn't work. So, yeah, that's such a darn shame, too. And we should be able to defeat this boss very shortly. As using Photon Beam on us all the time, but we do have stuff that will help protect Kless and Archie from light-based spells. So yeah, we should be able to save ourselves from battle or from getting hurt so much. All right, and Clark has it too. Nice. I guess Mint was the unlucky victim this time around. And Kless got the final blow, and we got 4,000 experience points. Nice. And they seem to have left something behind. It's a ring of contract, and we get the diamond ring. And we will be using that once as we go visit Origin when we're in the future, just so you know. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's do one last minute preparation here before we go back into the future. Or go back to the present. We can't go back to the future. We don't even have a DeLorean with us with the flux capacitor to measure up to 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. Oh geez, bad Back to the Future reference. I know. The Back to the Future trilogy is one of my favorite movie trilogies of all time. I especially like the first movie. So yeah, thought I'd just throw in that little pun right there. And this computer system is named Oz. So, this is what the Wizard of Oz looks like. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think this is actually supposed to be a reference, because, you know, the Wizard of Oz, you actually do see his face above flames and all, but, you're actually talking to a computer who has a face that's being shown. You know, kind of like the wizard in the Wizard of Oz. So, Kless is now the mayor of the city of Thor. So, wow. He just automatically got appointed to mayor. Okay, now, some of you may actually notice, like, before we fought against those robots, you know, in that boss fight, that I started the recording for this part again, because when I originally did this, when I originally went through the city of Thor, after I got the city to be back up onto the surface, there was a glitch that happened that some of the background was just looked really, really bad. So that's why I had to restart the recording, you know, back before the boss fight, because it was just, oh jeez. You should have seen how bad the graphic, you know, the detail was on the, you know, on the level design. I mean, you would just see a bunch of crap on there, like something you would see if you were just, you know, programming the game. So yeah, it was really that bad. But now since that isn't a problem here, since I restarted the recording on that part, we should be able to get back to our time without any problems. And yes, I know there's some games like this that are prone to have glitches of sorts, in case if you play them for too long, but hey, what can you do? Okay, let's see. I'm just still going through this whole process to make sure I have everything ready before we go back to the present, because we are going to be ending up fighting against Dallas again, believe it or not. And to still keep that Moon Phalanx blade on us. We're going to need that as much as we can. Welcome to Central Processing. I am Oz, the main computer. Okay. Enter the time and location destinations. We need to go 100 years into the future. May 21st, in front of the sarcophagus in the mausoleum where Dallas was resurrected. So, yes, we are going to go back there finally. And so it's time to say goodbye to the past as we're heading back into the present. Oh, good Mode 7 graphics right there. Oh, that is so nice. Definitely love that about the Super Nintendo, the capabilities it could do over the NES. I mean, when you take a look at games these days, it just seems like everything's way too easy. It's just kind of makes developers not even use their imagination when developing games with hardware limitations. Probably the only one that I know that puts hardware limitations to the test is the Uncharted franchise, especially with Uncharted 2 and 3. But, yeah, and I also can't forget to mention the beautiful Mode 7 that's here in this place. So, yeah, we're seeing it again in all of our glory. So, yeah, And here we are, back in the mausoleum, where Chester and Tornix D. Morrison is located. But he's not going to kill both of them because we are going to intervene. So yes, we've altered the course of history. So that's great. And Chester is still wounded, or just still injured. Okay, it's boss fight time. Now, I'm about to tell you right now, fighting against Douse, you are going to be in for one of the most god-awful boss fights in history. I mean, the amount of HP that Douse has is only 1/4 of the amount of HP he had when you fought against him in the past, so be fortunate that you don't have to take down his full amount, you know, when you're fighting him in this version. But if you played the PS1 version of the game, you actually have to fight him when he has full HP, so you actually have to try and take down all the hit points that he has, and yeah, it's going to leave you in a really bad position to try and defeat him. Now I think the gist of this battle, I think you want to try and get behind Douse or something like that, and have both parties attack him from both sides, because that way you should be able to, you know, corner him. Ah, jeez. But yeah, just be prepared to be in for a brutal assault. But, you know, to the best you can, just try to get Celeste to be more faster than Douse, because he's just going to be a cheapskate. Oh, jeez. He's using Falcon Punches on us. Oh, jeez. And notice that the physics actually went back to being really strong, and it pushed Mint back. Oh gosh. He's gonna use his laser, but we're gonna stop him with indignation, but it doesn't do that much damage as it did in the past, so yeah. Use Luna against him, but I don't think that's gonna do jack squat either. Yeah, it's like his defenses have gotten really stronger ever since we came back here. It's like, how in the world did he get, you know, how in the world did he get that, how in the world did his defenses get so strong when he was stuck in that sarcophagus for over 10 years? That's what I'd like to know. We attack him from behind. That should be a good spot to where we can hit him too, so... And to have Mint try to attack him as well to make him, you know, guard himself so we can attack him from behind. And we should be able to do fine, you know, from behind as well. Let's see. Hopefully this does it. Yep, that does it. We finally defeated Douse for the second time. Rejoice, gamers.